Well, good morning, and welcome to Exiles TV. Glad to have along with us. I'm Bill Profiti. He's Kevin Gallagher.
Good evening, as the case may be.
Good evening, good morning, during the day, late in the evening, when the sun goes down.
Hey, we're going to look into a theme as COVID-19 continues, and we all wonder when will Governor Edwards relent and open up more of our state and reopen some of our commerce? We're going to talk to some of the people that have been most affected by this. I don't know how often we spend time thinking about the people that entertain us as people that do something for a living, but people who write songs, perform music, play in clubs, play in your favorite bars, and entertain you. These are people who have chosen to make a living doing this, and they can't right now because, of course, so many venues are not open, and some tragically won't be reopening. So we're going to bring on some guests later in the program, professional musicians, professional songwriters, who are going to talk to us a little bit about what it's like working in the age of COVID and play some music for us as well. Bill?
So, and it's not just here in Louisiana.
It's everywhere.
They're not getting gigs anywhere. The musicians that we have move around quite a bit. They go to Nashville, they go to Florida, and it is the same situation. And, when you have a crisis, entertainment is sometimes the soothing part of being cooped up, being ill, not having a job to go to. You have an escape. During the Great Depression, taverns and movie theaters did great because people needed some sort of an escape.
You need entertainment.
And entertainment
something
is
to take your mind off your troubles.
Some sort of. Now, I saw an actual, a little bit of a professional football game this weekend. Marshall University in West Virginia. And, they had that awful tragedy about 30 years ago where their entire airplane with their entire team went down. And, emotionally disturbing. And, of course, they had to rebuild their whole program. Well, what they have done is they showed shots of the stands. And they had, families were all in one area that they had boxed off. They used, some temporary stanchions to box off areas of the stands. And so they didn't have a full crowd, but they had, a couple thousand people, and they were all separated. And if you were a family, that came over together, you're like 8 of you, they would put you in one area. If it was just, if you were just a onesie, you were sitting by yourself with people far enough away. And while it may not be the best system, it shows that there is a system to allow some of these things to come back to something near normal. And football, whether it's college or pro, is entertainment as well. And it would be nice to see some steps being made in all fronts to get that done. Now then, I have always despised this type of gathering. I despise it just like I despise the Bridezilla spa day shower or the theme wedding at a destination. I have always despised the gender reveal party. Now we can all despise the gender reveal party.
Do you want to elaborate?
Well, that wildfire that's burning in California, that's the top of all the national news.
Yes.
That is now over 12,000 acres. It is the largest wildfire in the history of California to occur at this point of time in the calendar, and it is virtually out of control. Was started by a pyrotechnic device at a damn gender reveal party in Yucaipa, California. They had it at a venue called the El Dorado Ranch, which sounds like a house of ill repute if you think about it.
It does. Sounds like something about 90 minutes outside of Vegas.
And these dipsticks are caught on video. because the El Dorado Ranch has got cameras, and they show a couple with several children. They probably blew things up for the other ones as well. Walking into the grass at the edge of the El Dorado Ranch Park in Yucaipa. Another person is seen lighting the device. Soon after, the family can be seen on video scrambling and grabbing water bottles as the flames grow.
Stepping and fetching.
Yeah. Now,
but other than that, how was the party, Bill?
well, those involved with the gender reveal party, including the person who set off the device, are cooperating. What kind of cooperation? What kind of cooperation can you have? Do you promise never to be a selfish, self-absorbed dipstick again? Now, they got to charge them, and the DA can charge them for 3 different violations. But what I think they ought to do is nobody has identified whether it was a blue explosion or a pink explosion. I think they ought to take the whole damn family, all the guests, the mothers, the planner, the people who rented the place to them, and paint them all for the rest of their lives in whatever color this was, with a big sign that says, I'm a self-absorbed dumbass, and my gender reveal party, because nobody cares, started a huge fire with whole towns burned down. I am a complete self-absorbed dumbass. That's what they should do.
Strange to me it's in California. I thought you weren't supposed to assign gender.
Well, maybe it was yellow.
Are you assigning gender?
What's the color for non-binary?
Yikes. All right, look, we got to take our first break.
I don't want to take a break. I'm not done with these people yet.
Well, can you pick it up on the other side?
Okay.
All right, quick break. He'll pick it up on the other side. Exiles returns in a moment.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Whirlpool savings. Shop now and save on Whirlpool appliances throughout the store. Plus, experience our price match guarantee and ask about special financing. You can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day. Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent with nationwide buying power.
We're back. It's Exiles TV. We bid you a good evening. When we last left Exiles TV, Bill Profito was on a solid rant on the concept of gender reveal parties. Bill?
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I know some of you have had gender reveal parties.
Who cares?
What the hell is wrong with you?
I mean, God bless you. You had a child. Wonderful. What do you care what gender is?
It's not a unique endeavor. Now, if you want to have a party and bring people over, have a conception party. You know, let everybody kind of watch and give you pointers while you're working it. Now, that's a party. Am I wrong?
I'm having mental images right now.
Am I wrong?
Well, that would be pretty good party, I'm thinking, especially if the liquor were free.
Well, it would almost have to be.
So, how many acres are we talking so far?
Over 10,000.
Over 10,000 acres.
And a town, half the town was burned to ash.
Wow.
They
Anyone
don't
killed?
They don't know yet because it's been too hot to go in and search. But I mean, this is not the first time one of these has started a fire. There was a 47,000 acre fire that caused $8 million in damage in Arizona when the expectant father, who was an off-duty...
This is another gender reveal party.
Yeah, an off-duty Border Patrol agent packed the target with tannerite and then shot it with a high-powered rifle. Tannerite is a flame agent. You use it in shooting competitions in very small amounts for distant targets.
Yeah.
So that you can see that you have hit them.
I watch Mythbusters. I know what tannerite is.
But oh my God. Now, and this is interesting. We're a little late on this, but it's interesting. The woman who popularized the gender reveal party, and she was one of the first blogger, podcaster types, has said, enough. Stop doing this. Jenna
If you want to have the
Courville,
silly party, that's fine.
yeah.
Stop blowing crap up.
So, here's her quote, and I love her quote. I'll never forgive her for popularizing these, but I do love her quote. Stop having these stupid parties. For the love of God, stop burning things down to tell everybody about your kid's penis. Nobody cares but you. Now,
I wish I'd said that.
the kid might take that a little personally. Hey, it's fairly magnificent, for an infant. You got. But anyway, now, and here's the other thing. If the couple had gone out and outside of the baby reveal party had burned the event venue because somebody got mad, didn't like the price or the canapes weren't good, we would have their names. I have looked at 7 different news sources. It is not in doubt that they sparked this fire.
Then why aren't their names in the news?
Why aren't their names in the news? Why can't we despise them, make fun of them, and fart in their general direction as a large group?
Well, usually that means they're related to someone
No,
of import.
no, that's not what it means. They're in San Bernardino County.
I don't really know anything about San Bernardino County. You say it like, help me out.
There's a reason.
Enlighten me.
There's a reason it's not called St. Bernard Parish.
Gotcha.
It's kind of like there's a reason they don't call New Mexico New Scotland. They're in San Bernardino County. Mm-hmm. And they already had 4 kids. Okay?
Okay.
I'm thinking when we do know the name, it's not going to be O'Malley.
Can't they just go to Chuck E. Cheese like anybody else would with this kind of nonsense?
Leave it alone. Call your mom and say, hey, we just found
It's a
out
boy.
it's going to be a girl.
Isn't that what we used to do? Just, it's a boy.
But any excuse to have a copulation party these days, whether it's a bridal shower or a baby shower or why don't we just have one giant copulation party? Hey, y'all are going to get married?
It's called Mardi Gras.
Hey, look, don't leave. Or second year of college. Don't leave town on your honeymoon the night of the wedding. We got this venue set up with a band, you know.
This thing's just going to go on for days.
Yeah, let's just have a giant copulation party. Whatever you want everybody to know you've done it. Let's videotape it.
Wild. Gender reveal party where they set off explosives.
Yeah.
The hell?
Exactly. You know,
so are you saying? But so what you're basically saying
look,
is, if there is a yeehaw factor in the state of California, it's to be found in San Bernardino County.
No, I'm saying
hold my beer.
The names are shielded out of sensitivity.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Listen.
But yeah, can you see this? This is the size of the explosion.
That's pretty bad.
Full of blue powder. This one was going to be a boy.
That's huge. It's
now.
Okay.
No guarantee as to whether or not it'll be a grandchildren kind of boy or a no grandchildren kind of boy. It is California.
Our topic this hour is going to be the people who decide that they want to make. And I was one of them. Decided I wanted to make a living as a musician. I wanted to entertain people for. And there's certain financial realities to that.
I was going to be a male stripper once. Does that count?
There are financial realities to that in the normal world. What's it like under COVID-19? Cumberland County is made up of Eric DeSanto and Kristin Courville. They're going to be our guests next when Exiles returns. Stay there.
Hi, I'm Bobby Yarborough with Manda Fine Meats. Here at Manda, we know what the folks of South Louisiana love. They love great flavored smoked sausage, delicious deli meats, and specialty items like boudin and andouille sausage. Manda Fine Meats has been providing these products since 1947. We produce them right here in Baton Rouge, so you know you're always getting the freshest product at your local grocery store. Manda Fine Meats. Taste the fresh local flavor in everything we make. Make it Manda every time.
Live and play on the fairway at Greystone Golf and Country Club, a serene, challenging golf destination located in Denham Springs. For tee times and membership opportunities, go to GreystonecountryClub.com.
From appetizers, pasta dishes, and entrees, La Contea takes pride in preparing all the Italian cuisine we know you love. Enjoy live music every Thursday through Saturday from 6 to 9, happy hour weekdays from 3 to 6, and brunch on Sundays from 11 to 2, as well as dinner portion-sized lunch specials for under $10. Visit our website to view our menu and book a party or meeting in our large banquet room. Once you try La Contea, your Italian dining will change forever.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
For total home pest control, who are you going to call?
Call the Bug Man, 923-BUGS.
For total pest control for your home or business, call the original Salvat.
Call the Bug Man today, 923-BUGS.
Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
Well, hey, welcome welcome back to Exiles TV. And for some of you just now joining us, better late than never, I always say. Glad to have you along. Our topic today, we're going to talk about the people that decide to make a living entertaining you. We're talking about songwriters, musicians. This was a part of the country where pretty much no problem. There were plenty of venues and plenty of places to go to hear live music and see live entertainment. But now with COVID-19, not so much. Please welcome Cumberland County, which is made up of Kristin Courville and Eric Santo. You two are a musical duo, songwriters, both of you.
Yes, we are.
And there was a time when you were gigging all the time.
Mm-hmm. All the time.
Yeah.
How is it lately?
Slow.
Very slow. Yeah, we used to leave on a Thursday and come home on a Sunday, and we haven't been on the road
since February.
Yeah, since February.
We want to talk about that some more, but right away I'd like to get into some entertainment, if that's okay with you.
Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cumberland County. Me and Bill will step aside.
What's the sense of living in the past? I'm looking forward to another sunrise. Counting on my dashboard, Jesus, watching the yellow lines passing by. I've been spinning here, feet on the ground, holding back for much too long. Saying goodbye to yesterday, doing my best to write a different song. Sometimes a dreamer needs another dreamer to keep on moving on, climbing higher and higher. No, I ain't afraid of the sun. Reach up, grab a shooting star. Don't let go, flying in the jet stream. Hold on tight, baby, I got you. Here we go, flying in the jet stream. Life's too short, so break a few rules. Let's take a chance and enjoy the ride. Full speed ahead, don't look down. Follow your heart if you're willing to fly. Sometimes a dreamer needs another dreamer to keep on moving on, climbing higher and higher. No, I ain't afraid of the sun. Reach up, grab a shooting star. Don't let go, flying in the jet stream. Hold on tight, baby, I got you. Here we go, flying in the jet stream. Up and down above the clouds, taking the moment, don't let it pass. Wheels up, we're taking off now. Turn off the cruise, give it the gas. Reach up, grab a shooting star. Don't let go, flying in the jet stream. Hold on tight, baby, I got you. Here we go, flying in the jet stream. Flying in the jet stream, flying in the jet stream. Here we go.
I enjoyed that a lot. Of course,
Thank you.
An original piece. What was the inspiration?
I think when we first started playing music together, we didn't expect for things to happen so quickly for us, and they did. They happened very quickly. And so when we released that song, it was kind of at a moment when we were really playing a lot of shows and going to different states and going to New York and places like that. So it was sort of like this, I guess, biography of kind of our experience as songwriters together.
Well, how long have you all been playing together?
It'll be 4 years in January.
Yeah.
Our first show was January of 2017 together.
In live music, that's dog years. That's a long time.
Yeah. Well, we met each other at the end of 2016, and we released our first album within 8 months or something like that. So it just everything's kind of took off. So.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong about this. I understand y'all met each other here in the deep in Louisiana.
Yeah.
We did.
Okay, but then you found out that neither of you are originally from Louisiana.
Right.
But you're both from the same state?
We are, from 42 miles apart.
Yes.
42 miles apart.
Kristin grew up in a town called Allentown, Pennsylvania, and I grew up
Know it well.
And I grew up in Royersford, Pennsylvania.
Hence the name. Cumberland County.
Cumberland County, yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, our album is called 42 Miles, too, just to...
So, there were some artists that tried very, very hard at the beginning of all this to do these virtual kind of shows. And you log on and you make some sort of a donation or whatever. And that seems to have really died out, I'm thinking, because it was largely an economic failure for the artists.
Well, we only did a few. I did one. He did one. I think we did one together.
Right.
And it was more just to play. We had missed playing. But we didn't want to be on all the time. We felt like it was a lot to ask people who were also being quarantined to donate money to us. So
yeah, I mean,
that's why we chose not to do it.
We didn't want to go on every Tuesday and say, we're playing at 7 o'clock and expect, all of our friends and family to give us $20 every week or, donate $10 or whatever.
Not to knock anybody else who's done it. It just wasn't right for us.
But let's talk about the situation you find yourselves in now. Whereas you had mentioned going into the segment before you played the song that you'd leave town on a Wednesday or Thursday and wouldn't be back for 4 or 5 nights, driving across 4 or 5 states, maybe sometimes grabbing a plane, going to the Big Apple, and now nothing.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of bored right now.
Yeah, this was fun to play a song for you guys this morning.
Thank you.
But the economic factor of it, I mean, this has got to weigh very, very heavily on you.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you've still got to, pay your mortgage, put gas in the car and your insurance and all that type of thing, and it's really got to weigh very heavily on you.
Yes, it really is. Our full-time jobs were, to pay the bills, and then everything else we did was through playing music. And, all of the music money has basically dried up.
Yeah, our checking account's very low right now.
Yeah.
Well, and unfortunately, this is the kind of thing that makes people leave entertainment jobs.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, a lot of other kinds of jobs that you have to work very hard and you have to develop a proficiency. And you leave it to pay the bills, and a lot of musicians don't come back.
Well, one of the concerns that we both have is that we were kind of on this upswing. I mean, at the end of February, we had just come back from playing in New York City. We played at the bitter end. We had a really great tour of the Northeast. And then we came back, and at the beginning of March, middle of March, everything just shut down. And I feel like we kind of lost momentum there. And once things start to come back again, I feel like we're going to have to start all over
again, right?
Start building that momentum, start going out to venues and saying, this is who we are. We were here 6 months ago. Do you still remember us? One of the other problems that we're having is since we do travel so much and play, we're reaching out to places that are still open, over in Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, and saying, we're available. you're booking music, we'd like to come play. And they say, well, we're booking all of our local artists in town because those people need to be making money too. So we're kind of sitting, twiddling our thumbs, taking a spare gig here and there, but, not really doing any touring, not doing any, traveling, that kind of thing.
Do you feel I don't even know what phase 3 entails, but if we hit phase 3, will that help you all? Will you be able to?
Well, I hope that it helps everyone. I mean, we're talking about a huge industry. The music industry is full of musicians and audio people, and the list goes on. Venue owners, bar owners. I hope that it helps everyone out. I'm hoping that today he announces that we're going to go into phase 3, but whatever that means. Well, I don't even know what that picture looks like. I don't know.
You two, you've each been forced to find employment outside of what you've chosen to do for a living. In order to keep your bills paid. Can you talk about that?
Sure. I've recently gotten into real estate. Just trying to make a living.
Which is blowing and going, by the way.
Yes, it is. It's huge. So right, exactly. Rates are low. Now is the time to buy. So call me.
And Eric, do I understand correctly? You've just returned from Lake Charles, where you're doing some helping out over there with recovery, weren't you?
Well, I'm actually working. I'm working doing AV for LeBear's Casino right now.
So they took a hit.
They took a huge hit over there, and everything is canceled. So I'm kind of running around right now, making sure TVs are working and
rewiring
making sure things are wired correctly. There's no events or anything like that happen. There's no music. There's no no seminars, none of that stuff.
But when they're ready to throw the switch, everything's got to work, right?
That's right. Exactly, yeah.
Do you use a booking agent, or do you all handle that yourself?
Kristin is our booking agent.
I am. And I like to book us in New York City when it's 15 degrees, apparently. I've done that 2 years in a row. I think when we got started on all this, I just took that task on, figuring it out. I learned how to do it and started reaching out to venues, and I handle all of that.
Well, the reason I asked the question, again, is when whatever happens, and things open up, are the acts that are represented by a big agency, are they going to suck all the air out of the room when it comes to duos or smaller bands that are self-booking?
Yeah, probably. I have no idea.
I would imagine that's the case. What we're doing is we're pretty much staying in constant contact with some of the places that we've been to. Some of the places we played more than once, 2, 3 times. We're send an email every couple of weeks. Hey, just check and see what you guys are doing, that kind of thing. Touching base.
So if it got bad enough, you'd do a gender reveal party.
Yeah. No.
Yes, we would not have any no explosions though. That's for sure.
No explosions.
Just checking. Hey, we're going to take a break. When we come back, how about another tune, if you don't mind?
Sure.
Cumberland County, our guest, talking about how difficult it is in the COVID age for live performers to make a living.
We hope the governor's office is listening.
Yes.
Back with more of Exiles TV. Stay there.
That's right, the Clarence Bugg Show is back, along with the Exiles, Bill Profita and Kevin Gallagher. We've put the band back together, South Louisiana's talk team, and it's only on the Pelican. 10 a.m. till 12 noon, right here on the Pelican.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Whirlpool savings. Shop now and save on Whirlpool appliances throughout the store. Plus, experience our price match guarantee and ask about special financing. You can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day. Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent with nationwide buying power.
Hi, I'm Bobby Yarborough with Manda Fine Meats. Here at Manda, we know what the folks of South Louisiana love. They love great flavored smoked sausage, delicious deli meats, and specialty items like boudin and andouille sausage. Manda Fine Meats has been providing these products since 1947. We produce them right here in Baton Rouge, so you know you're always getting the freshest product at your local grocery store. Manda Fine Meats. Taste the fresh local flavor in everything we make. Make it Manda every time.
Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Hurricane Betsy Barnes.
And I'm Dr. Kay Siller with The Rocket Right Show.
We are two busy blondes on the go showing off life in Louisiana.
Watch us on Pelican Sports Network.
And Talk 107.3 FM. Check local listings for times.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
I'm self-employed and didn't report all my income. They claim I owe a lot more than I do.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
Tax Solutions Now saved my business.
I qualified for the Fresh Start program. I paid less than I owed.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now.
Call 800-778-4345. 800-778-4345.
Hey, we're back. It's Exiles TV, and thank you so much for watching today. We've been talking a bit about the plight, the problem of people who decide to make a living as a professional musician. I one time thought it was going to be what I did until I grew old. Then I fell into broadcasting, and I just could not make, and that's why good luck to either one of y'all. When you get a full-time gig, it's sometimes tough to balance those two lives where you're working days and nights. You got children, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. More power to you then, because it's tough.
Okay. Are they old enough? Can they carry things? Because they can be nice.
My daughter is, yes.
Yeah. Children roadies are all the rage.
Yes.
We'd like to hear another piece from you, but I would like to get any final thoughts you have on this shutdown. What message would you like to send our governor right now?
Open the venues back up so musicians and sound guys and lighting people and the people who are in the industry can get back to work.
And would you say open the venues that can be safely opened? In other words,
yes,
where you
absolutely,
can,
yes.
The thing is, they're always showing on news footage all these people, out at a beachfront bar somewhere, and they were waste products before COVID. They're waste products now. They're not listening to anybody then. They're not listening to anybody now. And
Right.
by the way, those are the crappiest gigs on earth, aren't they?
Yeah, some
Yes.
of them are.
Nobody's paying attention. Everybody's
Right.
looking down.
Yeah.
Looking at some chick's song. Hey, play Skinner, dude. But the real venues where you can seat people.
Yeah, the Red Dragon, Manship Theater.
Yeah.
All of
Manship
those.
Theater is wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've had the honor of opening a show there, and it was incredible.
But yeah, please,
Yeah.
let's open up the ones where it can be done properly, and let us all buy our way into some entertainment and let these people feed their families.
Exactly, yes.
Yes.
Once again, for your listening pleasure, we give you Cumberland County.
I remember the night he left, it's burned in my mind. Took back in a cloud of dust, didn't leave nothing behind. So I thought until I saw he left a note where he wrote, hold on to these, kid. They'll keep you strong. You know I'm always with you. They'll keep you safe when I'm gone. Both of these things can kill you. Better pick just one. Cigarettes and daddy's gun. Ooh, better pick just one. Cigarettes or daddy's gun. Well, he said he needed me. I've heard that line before. Not gonna see me begging or crawling on the floor. Playing games, ain't it a shame? I'm all in, but the house will win. Packed up and leaving. No, it won't be long. You'll never see it coming, 'cause my daddy made me strong. Both of these things can kill you. Ain't picking just one. Cigarettes and daddy's gun. Ooh, ain't picking just one. Cigarettes and daddy's gun. Too bad smoking habits that never let me down. Now I'm taking aim from solid ground, solid ground. Ooh, ain't picking just one. Cigarettes and daddy's gun. Ooh, ain't picking just one. Cigarettes and daddy's gun. Thank you guys. God, it feels good to play.
Wow, man.
So I have to ask this. You know, we get politicians on. We're like, what got you into this? You know, we have police officers on. We talk about that. So, what got you into this individually, and then what got you together?
I wanted to be a rock star when I was about 16, and I've just kind of been doing it ever since. Didn't become a rock star, but, you know, just been playing ever since. I absolutely love it. I love the songwriting process. I love the recording process. I love just playing in front of people, reaching an audience, you know, doing acoustic like this, just writing a song that connects with a complete stranger. I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
I got to ask, though, as an old rocker, though, I mean, you like to break out the solid body and plug into an amp.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I grew up in the
Rock
80s.
out with,
I grew up in the 80s,
well, I won't
and so,
finish
yeah.
What about you, Kristin?
Well, I've always started out as a little girl singing to my stuffed animals in the corner of the room. That's really where I started. And then as I've gotten older, it was sort of, I did it through high school. I sang in the choir and things like that. And then when I was 31, something like that, I decided to stop dreaming about it and bought a guitar and learned how to play it and wrote my first song. And fast forward, met Eric, and we started talking about kind of our influences and who we liked, and then we just decided to play a show together, and it went really well, and we've been doing it together ever since.
You know, I think a lot of people that our average folks that watch television, listen to radio, don't realize that when you don't have restrictions, you don't have to be Maroon 5 to make a good living being in entertainment.
Right.
You could, if all the venues were open, you all could make a pretty decent living.
Yeah, absolutely we could. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's more than a part-time job. I mean, we do it because we absolutely love it, but it's nice to get a nice paycheck and be able to go out and have a nice dinner afterwards, and travel to Florida, stay on the Gulf Coast and have it pay for itself.
When do you get to the point? And I say this with a smile on my face because I've seen some of the writers on some of the acts, but it's a serious thing. When do you get to the point when you can say, this is what we're going to be paid, this is how the accommodations are going to work, this is what we must have in the way we're set up,
and you better have Fiji water in that.
no brown M&Ms. But,
we're lucky to do that at the Red Dragon. If we request something, Chris will get it for us.
Chris is great, though.
Yes,
Chris is
he's
all about
wonderful.
the artists.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know. When do you get to that point?
You know what? I think that we've already started doing that. We got some advice a long time ago from somebody. They said, no matter how small you are, no matter how big you are, when you go to a venue, this is what you need. This is what you need to play there. And if they like you enough, they like your music enough, they like you enough, they'll make it happen.
We have a little simple list, just a simple list.
I want to ask about the songwriting. Is it completely collaborative, or do you come to him with a song, or
is
do
it
you come to her with a song?
Is it real?
Or is it if you've got an idea, you come and then Kristin helps you flesh it out, or vice versa?
That's pretty much how it goes. Lots of times I'll show up with a guitar riff and say, I think that whatever this is, I think this is a song, and so we'll sit there and kind of work together and trying to figure out what the
By the way, I
song
like
is
the
saying.
chop in that last one.
Thank you. Yeah. So it's a collaborative effort. Now she's written songs, with other people, and I've written songs with other people, and then we kind of perform them together.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's collaborative.
Usually Eric writes the guitar part, and then we collaborate on the lyrics. Recently, I've written a guitar part, and I want that song to come about just because I wrote that. I made the music, and I brought it to him, and of course, we're creating a song around that. So that's really fun to be able to expand my...
So what's the longest it's ever taken you all from conception of a riff to we now have a completed song?
When did COVID start? Because we started a song. Probably as soon as we came back from New York, we had a song that just was kind of stuck, and we started writing it. And it's one of those songs that it's going to be so great once it's done. But I have no idea when it's going to be done.
Yeah, we have no idea. No.
Well,
it all depends. We wrote a song.
We've got a break coming up, but we certainly have enjoyed having you with us.
Oh, we've loved being here.
I'm hoping we can have you back when times are better, when you can say, I really can't work into the schedule then, Bill. I can do it.
Yeah, we'd like to be able to come back and say, this is when our next gig is. Come see us.
Well, my wish for you is to go 10 in the morning. My God, I'll still be asleep from playing the gig the night
already
before.
have that.
and I want a song about a gender reveal party.
Okay.
We will write that.
As much sarcasm as you can muster.
Yes.
Kristin, Courville, Eric DeSanto, they are Cumberland County, and your Facebook page is Cumberland County Music?
Yes, it is.
Cumberland County Music on Facebook.
We also have a website, cumberlandcountymusic.com.
We'll be back in just a moment on Exiles TV.
For Total Home Pest Control, who are you going to call?
Call the Bug Man, 923-BUGS.
For total pest control for your home or business, call the original Salvat.
Call the Bug Man today, 923-BUGS.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology, which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
Clarence Bugg Show. Yeah, I'm back on the air. That's right, 10 a.m. until 12 noon, Monday and Wednesday, and we replay it Monday and Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. to midnight. Check us out online. You can watch it live at PelicanSportsTV.com, or better yet, why don't you just download the Pelican Broadcasting app? That way you can take it with you anywhere you go. That's right, the Clarence Bugg Show. Tell you what, oh, wait, gotta run, gotta go, bye.
From appetizers, pasta dishes, and entrees, La Contea takes pride in preparing all the Italian cuisine we know you love. Enjoy live music every Thursday through Saturday from 6 to 9, happy hour weekdays from 3 to 6, and brunch on Sundays from 11 to 2, as well as dinner portion-sized lunch specials for under $10. Visit our website to view our menu and book a party or meeting in our large banquet room. Once you try La Contea, your Italian dining will change forever.
Yeah, we're back. It's Exiles TV, and we thank Cumberland County, Kristin and Eric, for being with us, taking some time out from their very busy schedules. Not busy enough, though, at nighttime.
Yeah.
They need those
Could
gigs.
be busier.
You know, Governor, I'm not going to tell you how to do. Yeah, I am. I'm going to tell you how to do your job. It's time to open this thing up a little bit and let some people get back to living their lives. And we need to look at a paradigm with this COVID-19 where we isolate the sick like we always used to do. Remember that? Remember when we would quarantine the sick and let the people who were well go about their business without wearing...
We'd make them ring bells going, unwell,
without wearing masks
as they walk down
you
the street.
remember the days where if I got out of my car in front of your business and stood outside my car and put a mask over my face, you were calling the sheriff's office?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
I do remember that.
We need to get back to a more realistic way of dealing with COVID-19. It's obviously not going anywhere. And when I hear people talk about, well, we need a vaccine, it's like, you are just delaying the misery. A vaccine might come along. It might be like flu vaccine where it's only 75-80% effective, which I take that.
Yeah, I go with those odds. I'm
But
okay with that.
There are other viruses out there, Bill, that you know and I know. There's no vaccine for them.
No. I mean, we actually prevented a serious ongoing problem in this country with the development of a very effective measles vaccine about 45 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I was born, the measles vaccine was, maybe. You know, and nobody used it because it was, maybe. But now the MMR, you know, except for the nut jobs who think that it causes...
Makes your kid autistic and stuff?
Yeah, autism. Yeah. The MMR is about 87-88% effective. You know, and if you get the booster like you're supposed to, it takes it up to in the low 90s.
Well, I just think that we've had enough societal control over a disease that doesn't even take out 1% of us. And can we please start dealing with this thing more realistically?
The thing is, when you start talking about percentages, you get into the weeds.
I know, but
Here's
I just hate to see people that can't make a living in their chosen profession.
But see, I don't want to let them off
because
the hook.
of fear.
I don't want to let them off the hook by using numbers, because that opens up the, well, you know, we have societal control over the way you operate your car, and that kills far less than 1%. See, I don't like to get into the numbers because it's a big open window for them to jump out of. Let's stick to what we are doing and talk about the realities as they appear every single day, and good or bad, you know, I will accept that as long as we're not given a wiggle room to go down another rabbit hole.
By the way, speaking of COVID, have you noticed that sometimes when celebrities get it, we have to hear about it?
Yeah.
I read a story the other day about an character actor. You may or may not know him by name, Michael Rooker. He's appeared in Tombstone and
Yeah, he's been in a
all
lot of
kinds
stuff.
of other films. Michael Rooker just got over COVID-19. He said he took nothing.
Well,
He
there's
took
nothing
nothing.
you can take for
He
it,
just
really.
fought it off.
Top of the hour coming up. Stick around. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Whirlpool savings. Shop now and save on Whirlpool appliances throughout the store. Plus, experience our price match guarantee and ask about special financing.
You can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent with nationwide buying power.
Hello. Hola. 你好.
Experience what the Baton Rouge International School can offer your children. Now welcoming displaced students for short and long-term stability.
From appetizers, pasta dishes, and entrees, La Contea takes pride in preparing all the Italian cuisine we know you love. Enjoy live music every Thursday through Saturday from 6 to 9, happy hour weekdays from 3 to 6, and brunch on Sundays from 11 to 2, as well as dinner portion-sized lunch specials for under $10. Visit our website to view our menu and book a party or meeting in our large banquet room. Once you try La Contea, your Italian dining will change forever.
Exiles from what you ask? Exiled from the radio. But now, we're on your television.
I'm Bill Profita. He's Kevin Gallagher, and they kicked us to the curb.
But we're back.
We are back with Exiles Television on the Pelican Broadcasting Network. We're going to bring you the newsmakers. We're also going to take your calls and give you great information. It's going to be the best damn radio show on television.
Look for it on your cable system or download the app, PelicanSportsTV.com.
Hello, guys. It's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
Hey, welcome back. It's Exiles TV, hour number 2, and we're so glad to have you with us. Don't forget the program does repeat 10 p.m. the same night of transmission, and it goes up on the YouTube page, Pelican Broadcasting on YouTube. That's gives it a couple hours after the broadcast, and they'll get that posted.
Sad news here in Baton Rouge again. The hits just keep on coming. More shootings in Baton Rouge. This morning, BRPD investigating a shooting on North Ardenwood Drive. We don't know whether or not anyone was hit, whether or not anyone was hurt, whether or not anyone was killed. But this comes after a Labor Day weekend where we had a whole lot of shooting victims. We had a 26-year-old mother in Tigerland that was found in a pool of her own blood in her apartment.
With 2 children in the house.
Toddler gunned down in one of these running car battles, riding in a car with her dad on Flannery Road. She caught a stray. I can't imagine that this poor little kid was being targeted. Teenage girl was hit by gunfire while she was asleep in her bedroom yesterday morning.
Came through the wall of the house.
She is expected to survive. We just keep inching up our number of homicides. We are very close right now to the total number we had last year, and we still have basically 3.5
another
months to go.
another quarter of the year to go.
We also, our shots fired where no one was killed is rising and rising and rising. If you remember when D.A. Moore was on with us last week, he was talking about the house that had 76 bullet holes in it.
Mm-hmm.
This is insane, and I don't mean this as an assault on the mayor. When she commented on the toddler getting killed in the car, she said, "This is unacceptable." I think I'd use stronger language. I certainly can't tell anybody how they should react emotionally to this, but I can tell people who are in high public office how they should react when you have a kid in a car that got hit by a high velocity bullet. Did you go out there and see the damage to that kid before the coroner took her away? I don't think you'd say unacceptable. I think you would say tragically violent, homicidal rage, and then say, we will hunt you down and we will find you, and I've told everybody on the street I want it done quickly.
Now, the mayor does take heat from a lot of sources. Some people think that the mayor is, I don't want to say pro-crime, but soft on crime. You've heard her policies characterized as hug a thug, et cetera, et cetera. I'm just going to give the woman the benefit of the doubt. I don't think that she enjoys any of this happening in the city that she's been chosen to lead. And I don't think that she encourages violent or criminal behavior. I don't think that's the case. So it comes a point, what can a mayor do besides speak in more harsh terms? What can she do publicly besides say for the media and for everyone listening, I am going to turn the full force, the full power of this police force loose on you, and we're going to find out who you are, and we're going to bring you to justice.
Well, there's a couple of things that can be done. First of all, is you can get into that budget right now and get rid of some of these feel-good giveaway programs and increase the power of the police force by giving them a raise, getting them the equipment they need, and hiring more police officers. Let's start with that.
Okay.
There is always...
That's a budgeting thing, and I think a lot of people agree that the city parish needs to revisit its budget and revisit property taxes, prioritize them. I think that we're paying too much in property taxes for some things while we're not paying enough to provide things like police protection.
Well, and you can also, she asked for the public's health. And I'm paraphrasing a quote, but she said, if you suspect that somebody is going to do something violent, you need to call the police. You can't send the police just because I call them and say, I suspect Kevin is going to do something violent. You can maybe send the coroner for an interdiction, but I need probable cause to send a cop through your door. But what you can do is put back the units that have been restructured, put back the cops that were out there in unmarked cars cruising and looking for potential wrongdoers and stopping and frisking and coming up with a hell of a lot of guns. A lot of these programs, not just in Baton Rouge, but in other cities, have been scaled back because it makes people feel uncomfortable to know they might get stopped and frisked. It makes me damned uncomfortable to catch a bullet in my forehead.
Yeah, makes me uncomfortable to think that there are young people out there with illegal weapons that could be brought to bear on me.
We all know where the biggest part of the problem is. Forget about how people feel. If they're in that area, get in there. Get in that area and, for God's sake, do it legally so the cases stand up in court. But we're not stupid. We all know. We can all do a sketch of who is committing these crimes. We can all point on a map to where they live. For God's sake, just get in there and do it. Don't talk about neighbors. These people are scared to death. Those neighbors will applaud if the police come in there in full force, because it's one night that they're going to feel safe in their homes, and if they stay the second night, then it's two.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Exiles TV. We'll see you on the other side.
Hello, guys. It's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
That's right, the Clarence Bug Show is back, along with the Exiles, Bill Profita and Kevin Gallagher. We've put the band back together, South Louisiana's talk team, and it's only on the Pelican. 10 a.m. till 12 noon, right here on the Pelican.
Hi, I'm Bobby Yarborough with Manda Fine Meats. Here at Manda, we know what the folks of South Louisiana love. They love great flavored smoked sausage, delicious deli meats, and specialty items like boudin and andouille sausage. Manda Fine Meats has been providing these products since 1947. We produce them right here in Baton Rouge, so you know you're always getting the freshest product at your local grocery store. Manda Fine Meats. Taste the fresh local flavor in everything we make. Make it Manda every time.
Hi, welcome back. Exiles TV. We were talking about Mayor Broome and things in the news. Mayor Broome has asked the Secretary of State, by the way, those watching outside Baton Rouge, East Baton Rouge Parish Mayor President Sharon Weston Broome, has asked Secretary of State Kyle Ardoin to approve using the Raising Cane's River Center, right there by the river, as a polling location for the November 3rd general and the December 5th runoff elections. Broome says using the larger venue would allow voters to practice proper social distancing on Election Day. See, this is a great solution to,
it's a
let's
great
just send
idea.
a mail-in ballot to everybody. What's the worst that could go wrong there? You know, no, if we got social distancing as the issue, then let's use a bigger polling place.
Yeah, why not?
And I like the idea. I hate to say it, but the River Center is going underused right now. So let's use it. So I'm hoping that the Secretary of State, is this able to be done just on his say-so? Or does he need to go to the legislature and ask, pretty please, may I?
I don't know what the law is. I don't think the legislature would have to do anything. I think he probably has to consult with the registrar in this area and see if it's within his power to. Temporary polling places have been used in the past. If you remember, there was an election right after Katrina.
Yes, absolutely.
And we had temporary polling places. So I think it'd be a good idea.
I think it's a terrific idea. I think mail-in ballots are the worst idea ever for a presidential election. The best way to assure absolute chaos in a presidential election is let most of America make mail-in ballots. How many people will vote in person and send in their ballot? How many ballots will be sent to people that aren't American citizens? How many ballots will come in from sources that they should? I mean, it's just there's too much voter fraud.
You can't send a ballot to somebody who's not an American citizen because you can only send them to registered voters. So if a non-American citizen is getting one, they're registered to vote anyway, so they're going to be voting.
Speaking of which, sidebar story: Chicago's O'Hare International Airport was the scene of a bust of people coming into the country from Asia with nearly 20,000 falsified U.S. driver's licenses, all with voter registration, Democrat, all of them.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a messed up election. Get ready for it. I mean, Bill and I have covered many, many elections. On election night, we knew by 10 o'clock who the winner was going to be?
Going to be a while.
Not going to be the case. We'll be lucky if we know by Christmas who won this presidential election.
I wanted to talk about this. One of my favorite character actors, Kevin Dobson, died
Crocker.
yesterday. Yeah.
No!
Crocker, get in here! He played
Crocker, Kojak.
Detective Bobby Crocker.
And wasn't he on? Was it Falcon Crest or something like that? It was a nighttime soap?
Yeah, he was on Falcon Crest, I believe it was. He also had roles in One Life to Live, The Doctors, The Mod Squad, Emergency Cannon. He is a United States military veteran.
Didn't know that.
He was doing things. Someone asked him during the Kojak years to host some events for veterans, and it became his second profession, for which he never took any money. But one of his best roles was in the movie Midway. He had a great big role in Midway. He was, his character portrayed the real life character, Ensign George Gay, who got shot down and was floating in the water with his life jacket over his head, right next to the Japanese carrier that the last one that remained, they came in and took out of action, and they were able to come in and rescue him and all these. But he was a great actor in terms of what he did, and he was also known as one of Hollywood's nice guys. But
so no Harvey Weinstein action going on with Kevin Dobson.
No, he was 77 years old.
Wow.
And by the way, when he took the role as Bobby Crocker on Kojak, his father was in his final years of being an actual NYPD police detective.
Wow.
And he told him, he said, I'm not going to take the role unless I can pattern it the way actual detectives do their jobs.
Well, I mean, he had one he could consult with right in the family.
Yeah, and they said, okay. And if you remember, it was a pretty accurate portrayal of what big city police detectives go through. So rest in peace, Kevin Dobson. Knots Landing was his big deal. His
Knots
Landing, yes.
Yeah. It was the show with the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Everything happened it was a well-to-do neighborhood, but it was a neighborhood, and people were getting along with the woman down the street, that kind of thing.
And he ended up on the show becoming romantically involved with Michelle Lee.
Hey, you can do worse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at other headlines here, and it's just a lot of. We were talking about violence here in Baton Rouge. Metairie and New Orleans still plagued with a lot of violence. 3 people found apparently murdered in a Metairie home. When I lived in Metairie, we saw it rapidly going downhill. One night, my wife and I, we lived on Pasadena Avenue in Metairie, and we're laying there and in bed and not quite asleep yet, and boom, gunshots in the building next door. You know, where like you can go look out your bedroom window and you're looking in their bedroom window, you know, those kinds of things. And that started to make us nervous, and it wasn't long after that I was looking to get into the Baton Rouge radio market and get out of New Orleans. But now it's getting to be where our city is just as bad, just as violent. But
well, you know, that is a problem when crime becomes mobile. You know, that's when you really have the populace at edge. That's when you have a lot of accidental shootings. You know, growing up in Chicago, there were two neighborhoods where most of the random, violent, you never know what hit you crime happened, and you stayed out of them. And everybody knew where they were. Now, in Chicago, the crime has become mobile. Witness what happened on Michigan Avenue a month ago.
Fella, it was still going on Michigan Avenue Thursday night.
Yeah. Same thing here in Baton Rouge. You know, when back in the days when they were first putting Brave together, they talked about 70802 and 70805. Well, you know what? That kid was killed in 70816.
Yeah.
You know, it's gotten a lot more mobile, and that puts people on edge.
That's the area code we're in, zip code we're in right now. That's
yeah.
Zip code we're in right now.
Yeah, we are in, our studios are in 70816.
All right, we're going to take another quick break, take care of some business here. Exiles TV returns. More local headlines and more coming up. Stay there.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Hi, I'm Hurricane Betsy Barnes.
And I'm Dr. Kay Siller with The Rocket Right Show.
We are two busy blondes on the go showing off life in Louisiana.
Watch us on Pelican Sports Network.
And Talk 107.3 FM. Check local listings for times.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
Clarence Bud Show. Yeah, I'm back on the air. That's right, 10 a.m. until 12 noon, Monday and Wednesday, and we replay it Monday and Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. to midnight. Check us out online. You can watch it live at PelicanSportsTV.com, or better yet, why don't you just download the Pelican Broadcasting app? That way you can take it with you anywhere you go. That's right, the Clarence Buggs Show. Tell you what. Oh, wait, gotta run. Gotta go. Bye.
For total home pest control, who are you going to call?
Call the Bug Man, 923-BUGS.
For total pest control for your home or business, call the original Salvat.
Call the Bug Man today, 923-BUGS.
From appetizers, pasta dishes, and entrees, La Contea takes pride in preparing all the Italian cuisine we know you love. Enjoy live music every Thursday through Saturday from 6 to 9, happy hour weekdays from 3 to 6, and brunch on Sundays from 11 to 2, as well as dinner portion-sized lunch specials for under $10. Visit our website to view our menu and book a party or meeting in our large banquet room. Once you try La Contea, your Italian dining will change forever.
Welcome back to Exiles TV. Glad to have you with us. I have to ask, has this ever happened to you? So, I don't...
You sound like a Pope Heel ad. How many times has this happened to you?
Well, it kind of is. Now, I don't normally buy a lot of things online. I like to, hold
Touch
it in
them,
my
feel them,
hand,
try them
all
on.
that type of thing. But about 7 or 8 months ago, there was this unique kind of bag that allows you to put a suit in a roll-up bag along with shirt, shoes, and all that. Perfect for a quick trip, and everything stays wrinkle-free. You don't have to fold anything in hard cases. And there were 3 or 4 retailers that were selling it online. One, I knew their name, The Modern Gentleman, and they had paid ads on Facebook.
Okay.
So I clicked on it, and it was on sale at a price I could live with. So I said, well, I'll try it. If it turns out to be a flop at this price, I'm okay.
All right.
So I order it, and of course, if you want to pay for expedited shipping, which they say is 7 to 10 days, then you got to pay another $29.95. I said,
For shipping and handling.
I said, I'll wait for the standard shipping. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and they sent me, you can track your package, it's coming. And the fulfillment...
It was on a slow boat from China?
It
What?
was. The fulfillment center was in China. So when they sent me
Literally.
something, they sent me a bag that was not the actual bag that I ordered. So I wrote them an email explaining that. I told my credit card company to recover the money I had spent. And I got a very nice reply. They were very, very sorry. There was a mix-up, and they said, if you want us to fulfill your order properly, you may keep that at no charge, and we will, refund half of what you paid. And I said, no. I said, refund all of what I paid, and just send me a return address envelope for this thing, and I'll send it back to you because it's not what I ordered. So... They said, no, you can keep it. We'll refund your money. And sure enough, the money went back into my account. Less...
The Chinese keep it.
Yeah, less the shipping. And I'm like, all right, am I going to make a big deal of them keeping the regular shipping, which is like $6.95 or something? I said, no, I'm not.
Okay.
Lo and behold, I get another email 3 months after this that says... we are sending you what you originally ordered at no charge. And again, they apologized. And sure enough, it showed up by U.S. mail, and it was what I originally ordered. And it ended up being no charge. All right, so fast forward to 3 months ago. I have a hell of a time finding those little half duck boots for when it's rainy around here, like hurricane season.
Yeah.
I can get the tall ones that go all the way up to my knees. But in my size, it's hard to find the half duck boots. I've looked everywhere. So...
You talking about Wellingtons?
No, Wellingtons go up. The half ones look like loafers that come up above your ankle.
Okay.
All right? So again, Facebook ad, and they're doing a Land's End clearance sale. And sure enough, they had my size, and sure enough, I clicked on it, the price was right, and I said, okay. And do you want to pay for the expedited shipping? I said, no. And so I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited some more. And I sent an email saying, all right, where's my damn order? And they said, obviously there is a problem. If you continue to have a problem, we'll adjust your bill or whatever. And I said, okay. So 4 or 5 days ago, I get this text message. It says, you know, we have an order for you that is going to be delivered to you through the United States, you know, Postal Service. Please confirm your identity. So I didn't. Got another one the next day. Didn't. Got another one the day after that. I said, maybe it's my order. Okay. So I clicked on it, and sure enough, there was no scam. It just confirmed my identity. Didn't give them any information you didn't already have.
Mm-hmm.
So in the mail on Saturday, Karen says, well, there's this envelope for you from China. And I said, well, it's too small to be my duck boots.
Was it seeds?
And I didn't order anything else. And I'm feeling it. And it feels like a pair of glasses in a case. And I open it up, and there's no letter or anything. And it is a brand new pair of Ray-Ban Wayfarers with the case and the cleaning cloth. And what I'm thinking is I will get a follow-up from them saying, we couldn't find your duck boots. Please accept our apologies and these.
Here's a pair of Ray-Bans.
And they're the real deal.
That's weird.
Has that ever happened to any of you out there?
No, I've never had anybody send me something that is just completely foreign to my original order.
Have you ever ordered anything from a Facebook ad, a paid advertisement?
Never Facebook. No, I generally don't follow those ads at all. As a matter of fact, a lot of times if I'm browsing at a leisurely pace on Facebook, you know, just kind of rolling through, I go by ad, go hide ad, and they say, why don't you like it? And I just pick one. You know, it's irrelevant, it's offensive, it's disgusting.
I am now in possession of a small gym bag that they sent by mistake that I didn't have to pay for, that I used to keep my rain gear in the car.
Okay.
All right. I am in possession of the Gentleman's Weekender, which I ended up not paying for. Okay.
That sounds dirty somehow. The Gentleman's Weekender. What is
that? It is. It's filthy. You have to have an engineering degree, by the way, to work all the zippers on this, because it's flat and it rolls up into a shoulder bag.
Okay, cool.
All right. So I didn't have to pay for that. I paid for the shipping. That was it. All right. And now I've got a pair of Ray-Bans for the marked down price of the duck boots from Land's End, which I'm sure I'm going to get refunded some of that. So as odd and frustrating as it is, I think I'm a little ahead of the game. But come on, some of you have done Facebook ads. Has this ever happened to you?
It's, you know, it really depends, you know, because the ads you see on Facebook are decided by your browsing habits.
Exactly.
And not just your Facebook browsing habits, your other web browsing habits. Because, you know, Google shares this information with Facebook. Well, they actually pay for it, but...
and that explains the Wayfarers, because I have a pair of Tommy Hilfiger Wayfarer-style glasses, and I thought I had lost them. And so I was browsing to see what another pair of Wayfarers might cost me from one of these people that handle discount merchandise, you know, an Amazon retailer or something like that. And then I found my Tommy Hilfiger Wayfarer clones and just kind of left it alone. So they knew that I was looking at Wayfarers. They said, we send this instead. He'd be happy.
You're a nice man.
Yeah.
At least you got some value out of the, you know, how many stories do you have of people that, you know, wound up paying and paying and paying and paying?
Oh, yeah.
And never wound up getting any actual value for their dollar.
Well, you know, and that's the one of the many values of having an American Express. And years ago, you know, a lot of people would say, well, I'm not going to pay for a credit card, you know, Visa and MasterCard are free. Well, we're all paying for those now. But with American Express, if you call them and get somebody in customer service and you say, I did not get what I ordered. They say, okay, we'll be able to verify that in 24 hours and you get your money back. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. They don't care what the seller has to say because, see, American Express understands their customer. Visa, MasterCard, well, we have to see what the retailer has to say. They may disagree with you.
American Express, no questions asked, no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yep.
Back in Marianne and I got our first home computer in 1992. It's the first time we had a computer in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And the computer developed over about a year after we bought it. The hard drive developed some bad sectors and it was having cascading sector failure. And all I really wanted to do was replace the hard drive. But I didn't know what else to do because the company we'd ordered it from online, or rather from an ad in a magazine, went out of business. It was one of these, back in the early days of the home computer out on the West Coast, there were thousands of these businesses that were throwing together PCs and mailing them out.
Oh, yeah.
And this place went out of business. Well, we bought it with our American Express card. To make a long story really, really short, they couldn't get any satisfaction from the place of business because they were out of business. So they refunded us the entire amount of the computer, which at that time in 1992, and this was a ridiculously slow and weak computer, was $1,500.
Oh, yeah.
So we wound up getting the whole thing for free. Thank you. Amex is the way to go if you've got a card and you're doing online transactions because they will cover your butt.
Oh, yeah. You didn't like it? It was the wrong color? We'll ask them if they'd like you to ship it back at their expense, but here's your money back.
Hey, I got a tale to tell, and we're going to commercial here in less than a minute. But what is one of the famous? What would you say is probably America's favorite sitcom from past or present, with an all-female or a predominantly female cast? Hint: it's still on in reruns today.
Got to be the Golden Girls.
Golden Girls is coming back, but with a huge difference, and it's a difference that I don't approve of.
Oh.
And I'm going to tell you why in just a
Are
few
they
seconds.
all
Okay.
like, you know?
I'll tell you why. That's called a teaser, Bill.
Ah.
Golden Girls is returning, but I don't like it. I'll tell you why in a second.
Get off my lawn.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more on Exiles TV. Stay right there.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Whirlpool savings. Shop now and save on Whirlpool appliances throughout the store. Plus, experience our price match guarantee and ask about special financing.
You can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent with nationwide buying power.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
That's right, the Clarence Bug Show is back, along with the Exiles, Bill Profita and Kevin Gallagher. We've put the band back together, South Louisiana's talk team, and it's only on the Pelican. 10 a.m. till 12 noon, right here on the Pelican.
Hi, I'm Bobby Yarborough with Manda Fine Meats. Here at Manda, we know what the folks of South Louisiana love. They love great flavored smoked sausage, delicious deli meats, and specialty items like boudin and andouille sausage. Manda Fine Meats has been providing these products since 1947. We produce them right here in Baton Rouge, so you know you're always getting the freshest product at your local grocery store. Manda Fine Meats. Taste the fresh local flavor in everything we make. Make it Manda every time.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With private healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready. And health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, call the number on the screen now and speak with a live healthcare consultant. Don't wait. Get the coverage you need now.
Hello, guys. It's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
Hi, y'all. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. It's Exiles TV. Golden Girls is back. And I'm kind of amazed at how quickly this is not pre-promotion. This thing is apparently tonight. Golden Girls is back. Kevin's upset. Not because it's being done to bring awareness to Color of Change, a large U.S. racial justice organization. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with Golden Girls done with an all African American cast. I don't have a problem with that.
What do you have a problem with?
I have a problem with the casting. Golden Girls, as you know, was made up of two generations of women, and the youngest of them was supposed to be, what, 60-something?
Yes.
Sophia was supposed to be up around 90.
Yes.
Yep, but they were all women that were retirement age or older.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And I'm sorry, I mean to throw no shade on the act. I mean, Betty White certainly is a lovely woman, but by the time Golden Girls came around, Betty was starting to get a little long in the tooth. Rue McClanahan was supposed to be a, sexy, fun-loving elderly lady, but still a little long. Listen to this cast.
And B. Arthur. What can you say about B. Arthur?
B. Arthur doesn't even, The cast includes Alfre Woodard, Tracy Ellis Ross from Blackish, Sanaa Lathan, who I can't, if you don't know who she is, I can't help you there, but she's been in a lot of stuff, and Regina King. Now, two of these four are gorgeous African-American women.
They're still hot, shall we say.
Exactly. They're gorgeous. I think it could be argued for the third.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, my argument is for all four of these women are beautiful women of color.
As opposed, so you don't think it's age-appropriate casting?
What I'm wondering, I guess it's not they're all great actresses too. I guess what I don't approve of, are they going to age them up? Are they going to put them in powder wigs, have them act older than they are? This is a one-time performance, though. And it's apparently on Zoom tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Well, I can see your point, because one of the things that made the Golden Girls so good was they were all playing characters that were very close to where they were in real life chronologically.
Right. It was a show about mature women with a cast of mature women. These women are all mature, and that probably the youngest of them is probably in her low 40s.
But none of those women are in their 60s.
But
maybe Alfre Woodard, maybe.
Again, I will argue that all of them could be considered beautiful and glamorous women.
They are glamorous.
And, as far as acting chops, I'm not even going to question their acting chops, especially after, like, for instance, Regina King coming off with an Emmy nomination for Watchmen last year. I mean, she's just an extremely talented actress. Alfre Woodard, Academy Award nominations. I mean, this is an impressive cast.
But if they were to redo this, you would like to see a more elderly cast playing the role of retired elderly people that share a house in Miami.
I'm probably going to go to Zoom and watch it, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, but you said you're upset, and I
I was just kind of trying to suck y'all in.
Well, I take your point, though.
Why didn't they get older black actresses?
Cecily Tyson could play Estelle Getty's role.
Yeah.
Cecily Tyson can be hysterically funny.
Leslie Uggams, she's proved in 2 recent films that she can be a very funny woman.
Dionne Warwick.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they could have cast this with actual seniors, but I'm not really going to complain about this cast because these women are all just superstars. So check it out. I don't even mind that it's got kind of a woke, what it's being done for, because as it says, reimagined with a new cast for a one-time performance via a Zoom virtual watch party that hopes to bring awareness to Color of Change, the U.S.'s largest online racial justice organization.
Can you kind of pedal the boat, and I'm going to find out the ages of all these people? You want to pedal the boat or pedal the bicycle for a second?
Pedal bicycle for a few minutes. You're going to look them up. I'm going to guess that Alfre Woodard is the oldest of them, and she's probably in her early to mid 60s, I would guess.
It's interesting. She comes up right after Alfredo sauce.
Interesting.
Oh no, she's not in her early 60s.
But Betty White starred.
She is 67.
She's pushing 70.
All right, so
may I say she looks incredible for
she's
her age.
Okay. All right.
Betty White played the original role of Rose Nyland. Rose will be played by Tracy Ellis Ross.
And she is, hang on, I'm getting there. Stand by. She's 47.
Okay. We have Regina King will be playing the B. Arthur role of Dorothy Zbornak.
No, that's going to be. I don't think she's. Renee
Regina
King, right? Regina King.
Regina King. She was a recurring character on Big Bang Theory, by the way.
No, Regina King, believe it or not, is 49.
Really? She looks incredible. Let's see. Let's move on. We got
SANAA.
The Rue McClanahan character of Blanche Devereaux is being played by Sanaa Lathan. That is 2 A's at the end and Lathan, which I'm going to guess
Now,
her in mid 40s.
Yeah, she was born in 71.
Really?
Yeah. So she's
again
50.
She's a looker.
About 50, 49.
And then Alfre Woodard playing the role of Sophia Petrillo, rounding out.
Yeah, and she is 67.
Wow. But anyway, if you're curious, go to Zoom tonight, and this is a Zoom viewing party, which it's free for everybody, but it's all to bring attention to racial justice and color of change. And you want to talk about taking something and flipping it. This has been done before, and changing the race of a show.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been done, in my opinion, very well, although the show was not what you could consider a success. Several years back, they did a black version of The Odd Couple, and it starred Ron Glass and Demond Wilson from Sanford & Son, and they were perfect in their roles. And I watched the show. I thought it was extremely entertaining. And I thought that without doing a Tony, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to remember his name. The original Odd Couple.
Tony Randall.
Tony Randall. Thank you so much, Bill. Mm-hmm. Without doing a Tony Randall imitation, Ron Glass captured the fastidiousness of the character of Felix so well. So I think sometimes you do these things and you do a color change or a gender bender. They could be very entertaining depending on how you put them together.
Well, and again, I'm kind of glad to see these four and now to know their real ages, and they are a little closer to type, okay? But every other television special and episodic television, they're casting kids.
Mm-hmm.
They're casting children. And, I'm glad to see something a little different here.
Yeah. I think that one of the things about acting is if you're good at it, you can successfully portray younger than your years, especially if hair and makeup is on your side, and you can actually do well portraying much older than your years.
So this is tonight.
It's on tonight. You got to go to Zoom, which is, I believe, just zoom.com. And that'll be 9 p.m. Eastern, which is 8 tonight, our local time.
I wonder if they're going to have all the production elements.
Thank you for being a friend.
Well, let me tell you what, Golden Girls probably made the best use of a laugh track because it was very subtle. It was very much like Barney Miller. You know, they didn't overdo it like a lot of things of their time did.
Like Two Broke Girls?
Oh, God.
Where the audience would just burst into uproarious laughter at anything. You know, I remember laugh tracks they used to have, you know, like a titter. You know, the audience just... And even sometimes there was, for that off-color remark that's slightly adult, you know, but getting by the censors thing, you'd have that where you know, it was a laugh track. It wasn't a live audience, and you'd hear that, whoa, something. I thought well done, a laugh track worked very well. I remember a couple of shows when we were younger that tried doing a half-hour comedy with no live audience and no laugh track. And it was just too off-putting for television viewers, and the shows didn't last. One was Dabney Coleman did a show about a sports writer called Slap Maxwell.
Yeah.
It was hilarious, but nobody got it because they weren't told when to laugh.
Yeah, they didn't. They weren't taking their cues from the screen.
Frank's Place on CBS, New Orleans-based comedy.
Boy, and they tried with that, and it just
I loved
didn't make it. Yeah, I loved it too.
I loved it, but it had no laugh track, so we don't know when to laugh. We don't know what's funny. It's like, you know what's funny? Trust yourself.
But again, you know, you can ask the question and get 50% answers one way, 50% another. Barney Miller, which was a sitcom that had some serious moments and was shot for television as if it were a film. Did they use a laugh track or not?
No, they used a live audience on Barney Miller.
Yeah. But half the people would say, yeah, they did, but it was very subtle. No, it was a live audience. 3 cameras set up and lit for film rather than that stark videotape lighting.
There were a couple of times on, again, probably right now my favorite, it's in syndication, it's all over with, but Big Bang Theory had 12 really great seasons. Big Bang Theory always filmed in front of a live audience, and you could tell because one night, one episode, don't ask me to remember the joke, but it was really in bad taste. It was in the script. The actor, I think Johnny Galecki had the line, but Leonard had the line, but he hit his mark, he said the line, and the audience just didn't know what to do with it because it was in really, really bad taste. So there was that awkward silence, you know, until the next, you know, they had left a gap for people to react, but
define bad taste.
It was in trashy bad taste. The next time I see that episode, I'm going to remember the line so I can tell you. But it was trashy, and it was a little bit gross, and it was in bad taste.
And it just fell.
And the live audience just kind of went, yeah. It was like an awkward silence instead of a laugh.
Oh, that's got to hurt if you're on the stage doing the joke.
Speaking of an awkward silence, Bill and I are going to take about 3 minutes of such while we take care of some commercial messages, and we'll be back with Exiles TV.
For Total Home Pest Control, who are you going to call?
Call the Bug Man, 923-BUGS.
For total pest control for your home or business, call the original Salvat.
Call the Bug Man today, 923-BUGS.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
Hello, guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
Clarence Bud Show. Yeah, I'm back on the air. That's right, 10 a.m. until 12 noon, Monday and Wednesday, and we replay it Monday and Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. to midnight. Check us out online. You can watch it live at PelicanSportsTV.com, or better yet, why don't you just download the Pelican Broadcasting app? That way you can take it with you anywhere you go. That's right, the Clarence Bud Show. Tell you what, oh, wait, gotta run, gotta go, bye.
Here.
A developing
welcome back.
news story?
Yes, welcome back to Exiles TV.
Let's develop.
We are certainly not immune to things that happen all over this country about people who are elected to political offices not fulfilling their duties and sometimes committing crimes in the process of so doing. There have been stories for the last, I guess, 6 or 7 months about a member of the East Feliciana Parish School Board, one Edward Brooks Jr. He is a former member now. I don't believe he got reelected to a new term, but they were saying that they were looking at him because he had a very high absentee rate, something like 38 meetings. Over a 3-year period. Well, this morning, he was indicted by a grand jury.
Wow.
For payroll fraud. He missed 2 of 8 meetings in 2016, 10 of 12 meetings in 17, 10 of 14 meetings in 18, and 10 of 13 meetings in 2019. But he took the money for attending. He was paid $18,450 as if he had been in attendance at the meeting.
Not a huge sum of money, but we're talking about the principle of the idea. You don't take money for work that you didn't show up and do.
Well, and you also don't miss this many meetings because the people who are elected you deserve a representative on that school board. There is not one of these years where he attended a majority of the meetings with the exception of his first year, 2 of 8 in 2016. No, I'm sorry, no, he didn't attend. He missed all but 8. It's like, wow.
What? Say that again?
He missed, no, I said it right the first time. He missed 2 of 8 in his first year.
Okay.
So he attended a majority of the meetings that he was eligible for there.
All right.
He missed 10 of 12 the next year, 10 of 14 in the year after that. 10
out of 12 meetings?
That's right. 10 of 14 in 18 and 10 of 13 in 19.
Yeah.
So these people got no representation from Edward Brooks Jr., and apparently the grand jury in East Feliciana Parish this morning handed down an indictment.
And now they want him to do jail time, or?
Well, he goes to court now. It's a criminal charge.
Wow.
Payroll fraud.
So we've gotten far beyond write a check to the people to pay them back for the money you wasted.
Yeah, he has been indicted. He is expected to be arrested this afternoon, at which time he'll have to see somebody to post bond, and they will set a court date.
I got to say this. There are 1 or 2 individuals on the Baton Rouge Metro Council I wish people would look into how often they're there, how often they're not there, how often they're there, but then somehow they manage to not vote. Their bathroom habits, and things like that. There are some districts in East Baton Rouge Parish where I feel bad for the people in those districts because they're being horribly represented on the Metro Council,
Well,
just by way of votes not cast.
A lot of that is taking care of itself due to term limits.
Yep.
But, you know, again, all of these systems in Louisiana are kind of a free-for-all. You know, the Metro Council salary is very small. I think it's like $1,100
It is.
a year. And it is not dependent upon the number of meetings you attend. But apparently in East Feliciana, they do a per diem method of paying their school board members. So, you know, if you're marked absent at the meeting, you're supposed to not take the money for that meeting.
Right.
But these systems are all absolutely rife with problems and ripe for abuse. Now, I don't know if we pay our school board members in East Baton Rouge Parish or not.
Per diem?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I do not know. I do not know. But, you know, it's if you seek the office, you need to represent the people who sent you there. This guy is saying, you know, I'm not disputing the fact that my life did not allow me to attend meetings, so that's not what I'm arguing about. That's fact. That's in the record. It's there. Being on the road, I didn't do it. That's why I said I need to go ahead and resign. So to keep coming at me with that angle is a waste of time. I'm not arguing that. But he resigned after missing, let me see here. Let me do this.
He resigned after somebody brought it up.
He resigned after missing 10, 20, 36 meetings.
Wow.
I would have thought he would have resigned after missing 4 meetings. Saying, this isn't right, I can't do this.
Let me ask you a question, because we've already established this on the air, but in Bill's civilian life, if you will, his private life, Bill serves on the Airport Commission for Baton Rouge Metro Airport.
Correct.
Now, are you representing a geographical district, or those kind of at-large positions?
The commission is all at large. It functions at large as a body, but state representatives and state senators whose district touches the airport have a statutory appointment, okay? But there is no pay involved. There is no per diem. But even though you do this as a volunteer, you are elected to the position by the Metro Council. And if I miss 3 meetings in a row, I'm out. There is an attendance requirement because you are there to basically provide governance for the airport. And multi-million-dollar contracts pass under your pen in those meetings, so you need to do the homework and you need to be there or you're gone.
Yep. Well, if you're accepting per diem for meetings attended and you know you didn't attend those meetings, you're a crook.
Well, I'm guessing he missed a whole bunch of budget meetings, I'm guessing.
Listen, we want to thank you so much for being with us. We also want to thank our guests from Hour 1, Kristin, Courville, Eric Santo, the musical act known as Cumberland County. And we hope to have them on the show again sometime soon. We hope you'll be with us on Thursday morning, 10 o'clock, right here on Pelican Broadcasting. We'll do it all over again with
And don't
fasting
forget,
guests.
our Facebook Live broadcast tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, from La Divina Italian Cafe. You can get us on the Morning Exiles Facebook page, or you can come on out and have a cup of coffee with us.
Until then, you take care of yourself. We hope to speak with you again soon.
Take care now.
And God bless.
Bye.